After 60, flirt like this if you want her very naughty and obsessed with you. If you want a woman to be absolutely captivated by you in the bedroom, and I mean so obsessed that she's initiating constantly, thinking about you when you're not around, and telling you you're the best she's ever had, then there's something you need to understand about intimate communication. Most guys think great intimacy is purely physical. They focus on technique, stamina, how long they last, or they go the complete opposite direction and treat intimacy like it's this deeply serious, silent experience where nobody talks. Both approaches miss what actually creates that magnetic sexual connection. Because here's what you don't understand. Women don't just respond to what you do physically. Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Vernon again. Today, I'm going to show you 3 subtle flirting tactics that make a mature woman feel desired, naughty, and irresistibly drawn to you. These aren't tricks, they're psychological switches that awaken attraction in women who thought they were past that stage. Before we begin, make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss more insights on love, desire, and connection after 60. Now let's get into the first flirting tactic that takes her breath away without you saying a single provocative word. Number 1. Use slow, focused attention that makes her feel desired without a single word. Flirting after 60 is less about what you say and entirely about how you see her. A woman becomes naughty, playful, and deeply attracted when she feels a man's attention not rushed, not scattered, but warm, steady, and unmistakably intentional. This kind of attention is rare, and because of that, it feels electrifying. Most men make the mistake of trying to impress her with compliments, jokes, or charm. But the mature woman responds to something far more subtle. The way your eyes linger on her, the quiet pause before you answer, the soft smile that tells her you're fully present with her and nowhere else. When you let your gaze settle on her not in a way that pressures, not in a way that judges, but in a way that simply sees you awaken a part of her that may have been quiet for years. Mature women often move through the world feeling overlooked, treated more like a role than a woman. So when a man's attention lands on her with intention and warmth, something inside her stirs. It reminds her she still holds beauty, presence, magnetism. Slow attention tells her she still has an effect on you, that her smile, her voice, the way she carries herself has the power to shift your energy. It tells her she isn't fading into the background of life, but that she stands out in your eyes. And perhaps most importantly, it tells her she is more than admired, she is enjoyed. This kind of attention is a mirror. It reflects back the femininity she thought time had softened. It shows her that she can still inspire desire, still spark emotion, still pull a man closer without saying a single word. And when she feels that, even for a moment, she becomes open not just to you, but to the playful and passionate side of herself she hasn't expressed in a long time. And here's the quiet magic behind this tactic. The calmer and slower your attention is, the stronger it hits her emotionally. A mature woman isn't moved by intensity, she's moved by control. When she sees that you're not rushing, not trying, not performing, she feels your interest more deeply. It creates a private tension, a soft electricity between you, the kind that makes her wonder why her breath changed or why she suddenly feels warm under your gaze. That unspoken moment becomes a spark she carries with her long after you've walked away. A woman becomes naughty, not because you say anything provocative, but because your presence awakens a side of her she hasn't felt in a long time. You make her feel feminine again, soft, desired, alive. Mature desire doesn't start in the body. It starts in the mind. And this kind of subtle, restrained flirting plants the seed of anticipation there. She begins imagining you, thinking about you, replaying your energy in her head. So we move into the next tactic, one that shifts her emotions so deeply, she starts chasing your energy instead. Number 2. Flirt through emotional warmth. Make her feel safe enough to be playful. A mature woman doesn't open up sexually or playfully because a man is bold. She opens because he makes her feel emotionally safe. After 60, safety is the most seductive form of flirting. When she senses your warmth, your calm tone, your gentle humor, your steady presence, her guard naturally softens. And when her guard softens, her playful, naughty, feminine side begins to rise to the surface. Most men think flirting is about teasing or being provocative, but that only works with women who feel emotionally secure. A woman of experience wants something deeper. She wants to feel that she can laugh with you, lean into your energy, and let her more mischievous side come out without fear of judgment. Emotional warmth creates the space where that innocence and sensuality meet. This warmth appears in the smallest moments. It's in the way you genuinely enjoy her stories, not rushing them, not waiting for your turn to speak, but letting her words land as if they matter. It's in the way you respond with curiosity instead of interruption, showing her that her thoughts still have the power to interest a man. It's in how you allow silence to exist comfortably between you, turning it from something awkward into something intimate. And it's in the way you accept her exactly as she is. No pressure to impress, no expectation to be anything other than herself. When a woman feels this steady emotional warmth, her whole body responds. Her shoulders soften, her voice lightens, her laughter becomes more natural. She begins to relax in a way she rarely does. And when a woman relaxes, truly relaxes, her playful, flirtatious side starts to emerge on its own. She becomes more expressive, more daring, more open to the energy developing between you. This is where flirting transforms. It stops being something you do and becomes something you create. She starts associating you with a feeling she doesn't get from anyone else, the feeling of being emotionally safe and subtly excited at the same time. That combination is rare for a woman her age, and that rarity is exactly what makes her drawn to you again and again. A man who gives emotional warmth is like a soft fire in winter. She can't help but move closer. And long after the moment ends, she keeps replaying the way you made her feel. Seen, appreciated, safe, and surprisingly excited. Have you ever noticed how a woman opens up more when she feels emotionally warm and safe with you? What changed in the way she responded? Share your experience in the comments. I always read every story. This emotional shift is what makes her attracted on a deeper level. And it sets the stage for the third tactic, one that turns her curiosity into desire. Number 3. Use suggestive confidence. Say less, and let her mind fill in the rest. Women after 60 don't respond to direct, obvious flirting the way younger women do. Their desire is more psychological, more imaginative, more responsive to subtlety than to boldness. What truly makes a mature woman feel obsessed and naughty is not explicit words, it's the space you give her mind to wander. A man who knows how to hint, not push, suggest, not announce, becomes irresistible to her. Suggestive confidence is the art of saying just enough for her to feel the energy, but leaving enough unsaid for her imagination to finish the story. This is where a woman's desire lives, not in what she sees, but in what she senses. You show this confidence in simple ways. A small smile that lasts just a second longer than expected. A compliment that is warm but not predictable. A tone of voice that softens when you say her name. A playful remark that isn't sexual, but carries a tiny spark underneath. These are the moments that make her pause and think, what did he mean by that? And once she starts thinking about you, truly thinking, her attraction grows on its own. The beauty of this tactic lies in its restraint. You never need to cross the line or turn the moment into something crude. A mature woman isn't looking for explicit comments or aggressive pursuit. She's lived long enough to be exhausted by that kind of energy. What captivates her now is a man who understands his own power well enough not to flaunt it. A man who can create tension without forcing it. A man whose confidence is quiet, controlled, and deliberate. That restraint is what draws her in. It makes her feel safe, yet excited. It makes the moment feel grounded, yet full of possibility. It allows her to stay in her femininity without feeling threatened, judged, or rushed. And here's where the magic happens. When you use suggestive confidence, she begins to sense the chemistry between you, even though neither of you has said anything explicit. She feels it in the pauses, the tone, the atmosphere, the subtle shifts in your energy that speak louder than words. This unspoken tension is what ignites her imagination. For a woman after 60, this kind of tension is far more intoxicating than any direct flirtation. Explicit words can be forgotten, subtle electricity cannot. It lingers in her mind long after the moment ends, replaying itself when she's alone, reminding her of how alive and feminine she felt in your presence. Flirting after 60 isn't about being bold, clever, or provocative. It's about presence. It's about warmth. It's about the kind of quiet confidence that makes a woman feel seen in a world that often overlooks her. When you combine slow, intentional attention, emotional warmth that softens her guard, and suggestive confidence that lets her imagination come alive, you create a connection that feels rare, grown, and deeply exciting. A mature woman doesn't become naughty because you push her there. She becomes that way because you awaken the feminine energy she thought time had muted. You remind her she can still feel desired, still feel alive, still feel that spark that makes life rich at any age. These three tactics aren't tricks. They're invitations inviting her into a space where she feels safe enough to open up and intrigued enough to lean in. And when you create that balance, obsession isn't something you chase. It's something she naturally develops. If this message spoke to you, give this video a like, share it with someone who could use these insights, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the next conversation. Your support truly helps this community grow. I'm Vernon. Thank you for watching my video till now, and see you next time.